Wizard, let's go. Use the snow globe to get to Walrusburg. Then I'll open the world door to the Arcanum. Well, what are you waiting for? Welcome to the Arcanum, Wizard. One of the most well-kept secrets of all time, known only to an extremely select group of spellcasters. Here, the most accomplished scholars in the Spiral gather in the quest for knowledge and in the interest of protecting the Spiral. It exists in a place of its own, between worlds of the Spiral, enabling us to guard against threats both from within and without. All the books and scrolls accumulated in all the libraries are replicated in our repository and can be shared where we deem it appropriate. Now, I brought you because I think you're worthy. Don't go and prove me wrong. What you see here, what you hear here, it stays here. And for the Spiral's sake, don't touch anything. Just let me do the talking. Let's just say they may not be happy with old Baba Yaga.
Well, if it isn't Baba Yaga. So kind of you to grace us with a visit. How long has it been? I had forgotten we even had a myth scholar.
Don't take that tone with me, Fitzhume. I've had other priorities. Until now, there's been a peculiar confluence of events in Polaris.
Oh, really? Let me guess. Ancient beings falling ill, strange people and creatures of shadow appearing, and signs of the end of the Spiral,
Yes, that's it. In a nutshell. How did you know? Wait a minute, have you been spying on me?
Pshaw! As if we have time for that. Don't be absurd. Polaris isn't unique. We've heard the same rumors from other worlds, too. From what I gather, we've made little progress, but of course no one bothers to tell me anything. Speak to Ione in the Hall of Divination. What are you looking at? Never seen a waggy wing before? Perhaps you need to spend more time abroad. Run along now. Speak to Ione.
Baba Yaga, you've been gone a rather long time. I resent you, I think. Being unable to reach you in these dark times has been frustrating. You recall my concerns about shadow magic? Well, unsurprisingly, I was right. In fact, it's worse. Started as a trickle, but now it's a flood. We have much to discuss, but first, who is this with you? I'm sure I've told you before. New people make me nervous, especially young ones.
Young, but an experienced wizard nonetheless, invited here as my guest. I believe this one could be a valuable ally to the Arcanum.
I'm skeptical, a little irritated even, but all right. Wizard, we don't allow tourists here. You will be an initiate, for now. You must begin by going to the repository to study the Arcanum Creed. That will give Baba Yaga and myself time to catch up. I asked you to go and study the Arcanum Creed. Have you forgotten or given up? I'm feeling unimpressed.
repository reeks of musty old scrolls and dry binding glue. The Arcanum creed is engraved in massive glyphs on the wall. To translate each of the glyphs, you'll need to consult the ancient tomes set out on this level. Within the tome, you find a translation for the first glyph. In the order, a spiral. Within the tome, you find a translation for the second glyph. In the spiral, a magic. Within the tome, you find a translation for the third glyph. In the magic, an eternity. Within the tome, you find a translation for the fourth glyph. In the eternity, a truth. Together, the glyphs read, in the order, a spiral. In the spiral, a magic. In the magic, an eternity. In the eternity, a truth. After reading the creed, you feel a strong sense of belonging, as if you were meant to be here.
So you managed to figure out the creed. I feel surprise, but not disappointment. Perhaps Baba Yaga's assessment was not entirely wrong. She told me of the troubles in Polaris and your involvement. All this makes me feel a little queasy, but I admit it's good you're here.
Ahem. Much as I hate to interrupt this sentimental moment, there are grave matters at stake. Venkman sent word. She's found the target.
Velma von Venkman is our Shadow Scholar. She's tracked down the villains behind the surge in Shadow Magic, but she can't confront them alone.
The wizard is familiar with shadow magic. Perhaps this is a good way to further test our newest initiate and give us more time to chat.
Indeed, your familiarity with shadow magic makes me feel curious, wizard, but I will not pry. Instead, we will put your talents to use. Take the world door to Avalon and join Velma von Venkman in Caliburn. I feel at least slightly hopeful you two could put an end to this scourge. I admit, I feel less distaste for your presence than I did at first. I still wonder why you are here and not with Venkman in Avalon.
The Arcanum sent you? I guess you're my backup. I could have handled this myself. I don't know when the other scholars will start trusting me. I'm glad to have the company, though. I don't know how much Ione told you, but I've been investigating the surge in shadow magic. You ever heard of a sorceress named Morganthe? Yeah, I thought so. She nearly destroyed the spiral meddling in shadow magic. She's not the problem anymore, but the surge is related. I think some of her acolytes, these Arachna, have been continuing her work. I tracked them to this place they've been using as a hideout. Now, all that's left is to go in and confront them. Got it? Good. Follow me.
I knew Avalon was a poor place to hide. Let us not go down gently, though. We fight to the end! Why must you do this? Our queen is gone, and we seek only to live out our days in peace.
Your queen is gone, but her legacy persists. Shadow magic still corrupts the spiral. You expect us to believe you're not responsible?
Of course, shadow magic continues to spread. Grandfather Spider is free, along with his children. The spiral's doomed. But we are spurned and know little. Why ask us, when the one who released Grandfather Spider from his prison stands at your side? Of course, your wizard friend would have known Grandfather Spider better by another name. He called himself Old Cob.
Hold on. What are you saying? You mean the wizard Wizard, could we maybe, have a word outside? Well, I guess there are no coincidences. So you're the one who defeated the Shadow Queen? Wow, color me impressed. And it's true about Grandfather Spider? Darkmoor has some scary bedtime stories, but the ones about Grandfather Spider were the worst. I thought all that stuff about Raven and Spider was a myth, but now I find out he's real? It does explain the surge in shadow magic, though. Alright, this is bad, that's true, but it's not the end of the spiral. Not yet, at least, right? And of course, this doesn't look good for you. Ugh, I should be the one to go tell Ione. I'll go now. Maybe she'll calm down before you return.
I feel conflicted. I want to dislike you now more than ever. But if it's true you defeated Morganthe, I have to give you some credit for that. Furthermore, there's no time for me to rebuke you. The revelation that Grandfather Spider has escaped his prison changes everything. There can be no doubt that Spider's return is a threat to the spiral. We must work together and move quickly to find out what web he weaves. I'm pleased to say Baba Yaga has agreed to resume her duties here at the Arcanum. Go speak with her in the Hall of Conjuration. I'm tired of talking. Baba Yaga can yap away all day, though. You should go speak with her about Grandfather Spider.
I knew you were trouble the first time I laid eyes on you. I just didn't realize how much trouble. Why didn't you tell me you were the one who defeated Morganthe? I don't know if that's a sign of modesty or if it's just plain suspicious. Don't bother answering. What matters now is you help us clean up this mess. And since I'm stuck here, that means you get to do the footwork. Now that we've confirmed Grandfather Spider's return, it seems clear to me that this Rasputin character is one of Spider's children. The question is, which one of Spider's children is he? That might help us figure out what terrible plans he has for Polaris. Xander, the Arcanum life scholar, has been studying ancient texts about Spider's children. I want you to go find out what he's learned. Don't let Xander fool you. He doesn't talk, but he has a great deal to say. Come back when you've got something more on Rasputin. Well, unless you got other business with me, which I know you don't, you're wasting time. Skedaddle now and go see Xander.
Patience, Initiate. Patience. Questions are only the seeds of answers, and answers need room to grow before they can be harvested. You wish to know about Grandfather Spider's children, do you? They're a dark brood, to be sure, born out of pure misery during Spider's captivity. Each of them has a true name and form. We're talking about a dark, shadowy nature that they'll probably try to disguise. Disguised or not, the children are driven by Spider's vengeful ambitions. The spiral stands for all they hate. They will try to destroy it. That's the big picture. But you want to know about one child in particular? Talk to our balanced scholar, Jackie Whisperwind. She'll help you. Speak with Jackie Whisperwind in the Sorcerer's Hall. She'll help you reveal the true name of the child you've encountered.
Hi, you're the one from Ravenwood, right? I've always wanted to visit there. I hear there's a street called Unicorn Way. I love unicorns. And Pegasi? Have you ever ridden a Pegasus? They're so fast. That's good if you're in a hurry. I'm always in a hurry. And I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be helping you learn about Grandfather Spider's children. I found something. There's a bunch of cave paintings in Zafaria. The ancient Zafarians somehow recorded information about Spider's children. How did they know, right? Amazing. And I wonder how they drew the paintings. Is it really paint or is it chalk? It looks like ink, but... Oops, I'm getting distracted. Zafaria. Look for an archaeologist named Airedale Guthrie. Tell him Jackie will share her secret if he helps you.